Buenos dias and welcome back to another video, my friends. I hope you're staying healthy and I hope you're staying safe wherever you are in the world. Today on the channel, I want to talk about exactly what is in that title, and that is my camera bag got stolen and what I replaced first. So a couple videos ago, I did a tutorial on how to do double or multiple exposure in camera on the Canon EOS R6, and I shot this in Los Angeles, and as luck would have it, or as bad luck would have it, I ended up having my camera bag stolen, really without me even paying any mind to it. I was so into the video that I don't know even when it happened throughout the shoot. So anywho, I didn't cry over spilt milk. I didn't have insurance on any of it. So luckily I had my Canon EOS R6 and my R and a couple lenses that I had on each of these cameras in tow. So those weren't taken, but a lot of odds and ends and different things that I utilize from shoot to shoot were in that bag. And I just want to talk about and show you some of the things that I replaced first and were things that I thought I needed first. There's still a few things that I need to get that are missing, and I'll talk about those later in the video. So in no particular order, let's just get right to it and do a little bit of an unboxing. So here's the first one. I've actually forgotten a little bit of what I've ordered, so it'll be a little bit of a surprise. So I bought a new camera card case. This one's by KMC. I had a similar one, actually same type of case. I'm not sure if it was the same brand. It's a hard shell case and looks exactly the same. I think mine was black and yellow. This one's got a nice little keychain that I'll probably holder that I'll never ever use, but this is key because I also needed them for the leftover SD cards that I had really that were in my pocket or were in the camera. Otherwise, I lost all my SD cards too because I lost the SD card holder, which was such a bummer. So that being said, that is a key tool that I needed. I love to make certain that when my SD cards are not in camera, that they're in an SD card holder, not in my pocket, where I just mentioned that sometimes I do put them in there, but this is where most of the time they reside. Next, what I have in this bag is a step down ring. And the reason I buy a step down ring, typically I buy the largest or one of the largest sizes for ND filters. So that would be an 82 millimeter. Few of my lenses are 77 millimeters or smaller. So what I like to buy and have with me is a step up and step down ring set. Now that whole set was lost in the camera bag that got stolen. However, what I did this time around is just buy a single step down ring, and that is from 82 millimeters to 77 millimeters, so that I can at least put it on the lenses that I use most often. But I will eventually end up getting a full set of step down and step up rings just to have them, because they're nice to have in a pinch when you don't have the right size ring on your camera lens. All right, the next package here, let's see what we got. And what we have here, yes, is a rocket blower. Now this one's a little bit larger than I wanted, but it'll do. It'll fit in the camera bag all right. Now I've noticed that from time to time I get sensor dust on my lens, and I've had to do some cleaning. So this is a much larger rocket blower to clean off my sensor. I wanted a little bit more powerful one. This one here is by GIOTTOS, and it will be down in the description below if you're interested, or buying something like it would be a great tool to have, and you should have this in your camera bag for sure. Next package, I did, like I said, needed some extra SD cards. These by far are my go-to SD cards that I purchased. 128 gigabytes at 170 megabytes per second read, and then it writes at about 90 megabytes per second, and it works flawlessly in the Canon EOS R6 and also the R. So I've been using these for a long time. If I don't have the 128, I will have had the 64 gigabyte version. And the next item in the bag is a Freewell 10-stop ND filter. What I like about this ND filter, I actually did a video on it. It is a 10-stop ND, but it has a magnet that actually sticks to the front of your camera, and actually it's really simple to pull on and off, but also sticks very well to the front of your camera, so it's very secure on the front of your camera. I lost my Peter McKinnon Polar Pro 2 to 5 stop ND filter and also my Freewell ND filter, but needless to say, I use the 10-stop a lot more. I used to carry on camera when I shot video the 2 to 5 stop, so I will be missing that a little bit, but you know, I'll work my way back up to getting something similar to that, or getting that Polar Pro Peter McKinnon edition once again. But I started with the 10-stop ND, which I would recommend. It doesn't have to be this brand, but again, this will be down in the description below. Again, you can watch a video on it. I did somewhat of a review and in-field or real-world test of it, and I just enjoyed the actual ND filter a lot. So next in the bag, I have a hex key set. So this hex folding key set comes in handy for a variety of different things, but mainly I always have one for this Peak Design quick release plate. And the thing is that now that I'm thinking about it, this quick release plate won't be utilized all that much until I get the actual quick release attachment, because that was also on my backpack. I just realized that, so now I'm gonna have to get one of those. So that's okay though, but I forget the size that it uses, but that is the perfect size right there. And I'm just, if I don't have one of these, sometimes I want to loosen this and it just becomes a bear because nothing else works. So having one of these in the bag is key. Hex key, get it? This is also down in the description below as a link if you want to take a further look. All right, next item is this box right here. As you can probably guess, this is a tripod, I'm guessing, and yes it is. And I lost one of my tripods, which was affixed to the bottom of my bag, and so I purchased this one. This is a K&F Concept. Not a real expensive tripod. I didn't want to go too expensive, but try to buy something that was more of a travel tripod, if you will. So I believe this one opens to, you know what, I'm not gonna even lie, I don't remember what how high this goes, so I'll put it on the screen, but it's very similar to my other tripod, which I just purchased a bit ago. But yeah, so here's the K&F Concept tripod. Kind of folds over itself when traveling. So it's got an Arca Swiss quick release type of plate. So I love these types of plates. This also works in conjunction with this plate as well, the Peak Design. So when that's affixed to the camera, you are good to go. So I love these types of plates. It's got a nice little ball head that obviously goes 360, and it has 2 levels, one here of extension and then one right here as well. I believe this leg comes off to become a monopod, and then has the flippy type of release system here for extension of the leg. I prefer this type of tightening and loosening of the leg, but I don't always go that route. It just depends on, I don't make it a preference. I'd rather have this, but it's not a do or die situation. If the tripod is the right price, I will purchase the one where you actually roll to close. They're fine. I just prefer this type just because you can actually visually see when they are closed. real simple eyeballing it, but when they're open sometimes and they're the roundy type, they just kind of slide and just kind of frustrating, but I'm rambling. So this tripod right here, the link is down in the description as well if you'd like to check this tripod out a little bit more. And finally, the PA Resistance. I said that I lost a backpack, and now I have that same backpack courtesy of my good friend Wes KIORAFOTO. Please head over to his YouTube channel, subscribe to him, show him some love, and let him know that Pablo appreciates him. He was kind enough to purchase and replace my bag. He did not have to do that. We were out shooting together, but he knew it was my birthday a few weeks ago, and he purchased the exact Canon bag. I also made a video on this bag, so I'll link it up here as well. And I just love this bag. I'm not going to go through it. It's a nice travel bag and a nice kind of day-to-day bag. I think if I was going on a longer trip, I would definitely need a larger bag, but this one does everything I needed to do. So thanks a lot, Wes. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna put it right to use and get everything back in this bag. And don't you worry, this bag will not leave my sight ever again. And don't you dare try to take this thing from me. You heard? All right, that is going to do it. All the links to all the items are down in the description below if you want to take a further look. A couple things that I still need to get are that set of step-down rings. Also, I had some extra batteries in there, some LP6Ns, which I still need to replace, but Wes was also kind enough to lend me a few of those. And my RF to EF to RF adapter was also stolen out of that bag. It was in the bag, so I'm down one of those. But again, Wes comes through and is lending me his in the meantime, along with those batteries. So I'm good to go right now. Again, yeah, it kind of sucks that this happened, but happens to the best of us. And just keep your eye on your gear. All right, you guys, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I would appreciate you joining the Buenos Dias Imagery family. Please comment down below. I'd love to chat with you. I love to have the conversations with the people that are watching. Please like this video if it provided you any type of entertainment or value. And please ring the bell. Once you become a subscriber, ring that bell so it notifies you of new videos when they're released. All right, I love y'all. Thank you so much. I mean, I really do appreciate your subscribership. Peace.